Hi, welcome everyone to the first day of the rest of my life. Today we're gonna talk about a topic that I've been thinking about it recently, and a couple things happened this week and last week, so I'm thinking about it more often, and that is that I would like to be raised like a man. And here's the reason why. Actually, I'm gonna explain it with giving the example which happened last week. So I'm living in a dormitory, a student dormitory, right? And we are sharing a kitchen with like 20 people, 20-ish, I guess. Like with the whole flat, we have a common kitchen. Someone lost their pen, and they were asking me, since I went to the kitchen, they asked me, "Oh, did you see my pen?" And I told him, "Well, we got an email. If you don't clean it like afterwards, they're gonna throw it away." And he said, "Yeah, blah blah, okay." Then I saw a pen that looks so similar to mine in the sink. And I said, "Oh, let me just have a look at that." And that was my pen. And I said, "Oh, great. Do you know who used that?" And he said, "Oh, me." Wow, this confidence, first of all. Don't forget that. And I said, "Ah, okay." And he said, "Because I couldn't find mine." And I was already angry. But you know what I said? I said, "Oh, that's okay." Why? Because I always try to not fight and like try to make peace, because this is how I been raised all the time. And he, from his perspective, you're using my pen and you never apologize. But you know what he said instead? "But I'm gonna clean." Wow. Wow, I appreciate that. Of course you're gonna clean it. But I was still mad. And he said, "Oh, I also used it for the lunch." I was already mad. And I said, "Okay, I hope you're gonna clean it." I mean, I didn't say anything like "you're gonna clean it" or something. He was already saying "I'm gonna clean it," but he never apologized. We didn't stop talking, but like he was never apologizing. And you know what I told him, because I really don't want, I don't know, like the first thing that comes to my head, like my reaction is never um like something angry. I'm trying to still make peace. And I said, "Oh yeah, but like sometimes people think that it's the commonplace, but like this is my pen is not in the commonplace. Like this is very obvious that it's mine." And I told him, "Yeah, sometimes people are using, that's why like." And he said, "Oh, but I think it's not very clever that you're letting your pen over there." He's not apologizing and he is mansplaining me instead of saying, "Oh, I'm sorry." And at the end, while I'm leaving, he's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna use it the other next 2 or 3 days as well if I can't find my pen." First of all, why am I responsible for your pen that you didn't clean? Because I'm cleaning my dishes immediately. Is it because I'm dumb? I'm literally spending my whole time on the dishes. And second of all, you could ask your roommate first. Or you know that the place is mine and my roommate's, like it's obvious. It's literally over our boxes. I was literally at the home the whole day. You know me. You can just knock the door and ask me if you can use that. But no. And do you see the confidence? And never think that he is wrong? Never. And even once more. And to be honest, I didn't like the way he cleaned it. And he put my pan in the sink, and this sink is kind of disgusting in the dormitory. So I never put my stuff there. Like literally. Okay, let's not talk about this anymore. But let's talk what I liked, like what I'm trying to learn from this. The the way that I've been raised doesn't allow me to have any borders. And the way men raised, they're thinking they have right on everything. That he probably thinks that he has right to use my stuff. I would never think about that. And that's why he never thinks that he could be wrong, or like he should apologize or something. Right? Or like if I would be in his situation, afterwards I would still feel so bad. Like, when you ask for someone to something and you feel like, you owe something to them. No, they never do, which is great. I really want to be like that. I really want to react to situations like this. Or the way he's mansplaining, because of course he knows better than me. By the way, I'm here longer than him, but of course he knows the rules better in the kitchen. Like the way he's saying, but this is not a logical way to make it. I would like to react like that. I don't know. Somebody teach me from the beginning, like delete everything and raise me like a man. I want to do that. How can I teach myself to how react things like a man? Something else about mansplaining. I went to the bank yesterday, and there, I said hi, and they say hi back, and there was an old guy, like 50-ish years old, and there was another colleague of him. She was like 40-ish, 40 years old, and I said hi. He looked at me, he said hi, and he turned back to the colleague because he was explaining something, and as far as I understand, he was mansplaining to this lady, and I was like coughing and something like like that kind of thing, and he never looked at me back. But like, there is no one in the line or something. It's just me, and my like the thing I'm gonna ask takes like 2 minutes as well. But like waiting there for like, counting the counting like, oh my god, when it's gonna stop, because he's doing such an important job to teach something to this woman, because apparently we don't know as much as they do. That's why he couldn't even bother interrupting his words, and he kept talking and talking and mansplaining this woman, and the woman get like annoyed, like she was already annoyed by him probably, but like as a customer I'm there, and she felt bad, and she was telling him to like turn around and like take care of her, and he would never do that if I was a man as well. He would never do that. He would never do that because I'm a pretty okay, let's skip that part. I don't look that pretty in a man's standard. That's why. Oh, but I'm a girl now. I can wait. I mean, why bother? Why would he stop talking? Yeah. Another thing that I realized is men are so sure about everything. And an example for that is I was watching Dickinson, the TV show on Apple, I guess. And if you know that, so Emily Dickinson is the poet, and she wants to be published, but they don't let her because she's a woman, and women cannot be published back then. I don't remember the date. And once she get the opportunity to get published, you know what she's thinking about? What if I'm not good enough? What if my poets are not good enough? What if I'm not a real poet? What if like I lose my inspiration and everything? She's fucking gorgeous. She is. And she's having a lot of doubts about it. And I'm just saying, if you would give a man, like any man, not a poet, okay, any man, this opportunity to get published, and you're gonna be like, they would, at the end, they would think, oh my god, I made it. Oh my god, I deserved it. Oh my god, I worked so hard for this. And I guess in BoJack Horseman it was like that. BoJack was winning an award, but he wasn't actually playing in the movie. Like, he won an award from this movie. He was so proud at the end. He was so proud. Like, men getting an award from the things they don't even deserve. So proud, I made it, bro. Woman, we get we're trying to reach everything, and like we know that we deserve that. But at the end, we're just like, oh, but it was just, our success doesn't actually that matter. We were not a man. It's not a man award, like it's just a woman. It's just a woman earned something. What does it mean? It means nothing. Something that I realized with all of my friends as well, like we wanna try, like we're always trying to explain ourselves, and because nobody believes us. I'm sure you have been in a situation like that before, a lot of times probably. Like, you're saying something, and you're saying you're telling the truth, but because the man there doesn't approve your opinion doesn't mean anything. That's why if you're saying something, like, you have to prove and explain yourself more and more and more to men until a man accepts you. Then your opinion values. That's sad. But men never. They never have to. They have an opinion, they share it, that's their opinion, everybody accepts it. I don't know how can I teach my mind the things I have been talking about. Literally, I don't wanna. The problem is I'm not doing this with realizing it. Like I'm thinking about them and then I'm realizing them. And I want to change them because they're not the things that coming from the birth. They're things that we have been taught. If I would be raised like a man, I would be like them as well. It's just the way. This is literally what we were learning our whole life from the child, from the, like everything. Literally everything sucks, but I'm pretty sure I can find a way to change it. I'm trying. I think if I realize them, I can change them as well. So I'm working on them. Wish me luck. Tell me if you realize something as well, if you can relate to them. You can write everything to the comments. I really want to hear. And see you on the next video. Take care.